Hi, I want to talk a little bit about this video before you view it. I had a number of problems with reassembling the rear brakes. I got the wrong brake hoses, and the thread pitch was 24 per inch rather than 25. I think I had a metric set of hoses. They were for a Lotus Esprit rather than a Lotus Elite. And so I managed to cross-thread the slave cylinder, and then after that, I was able to get it retapped and cross-threaded it again before I actually checked the pitch because they looked the same to me. So I managed to destroy a new slave cylinder, and that was rather frustrating. And so I was able to take one of the original slave cylinders apart, thinking I would rebuild it with the new piston and seals from the damaged cylinder. That proved not to be something that worked out. I'll talk about that in a moment. But over the course of the effort, I completely assembled and disassembled the rear brakes 3 times. So that means tearing apart and putting back together 6 drum brakes. I hate drum brakes, but it took quite a while, and to be honest, I got very discouraged and would not work on it for days or even weeks at a time. But I've managed to get it all put back together, and this video shows essentially the reassembly. Anyway, let me show you why the new slave cylinders and the old cylinders aren't compatible. If you look at this slave cylinder, the piston, sorry I'm having to do this one-handed, the piston is, I believe, 21 millimeters. Okay, so this piston on the new cylinders is, I think, 2 millimeters narrower than the piston on the original slave cylinder. So that means this thing has slightly more brake pressure because of the amount of fluid that's being pushed back and forth. So it's slightly smaller than the other. So putting the old piston or the new piston with the new seals into the old case, if you will, it doesn't fit. It's too small. And so that means that it won't work. So anyway, so that's why I didn't just rebuild the cylinder with the new parts. Alright, you have to put the big plate in from the back because you can't clear it from the front. So this goes in. Alright. And next, there's usually this is H-shaped, but I lost it, so I had to make a new one. It was 3 mil thick. And goes in there. Let's see if I can actually set it in there. This prevents the piston from going forwards and backwards, and of course I can't get it in. problems with it before. What's the deal now? That's nice. Slips right through. This piece goes underneath. Pretty slick. And those 3 holes line up with the dimples on the bottom piece. It's very difficult to get this together unless you use something like this. So you can see that the plate's held in there, which is crazy. How that works. Alright, so then there you go. There's the piston. Now, this piece goes on the back of the piston. And as you pull this, it twists the ratchet twists the screw and drives this out to tighten up the brake rotor. So every time you pull it, every time it snaps back, actually, then it grabs more teeth, and as soon as it gets back to here, then you pull it and it swings it out again. It's kind of a little bit wobbly, but that's how it works. Alright. So then the brake pads, if you look, they sit like this. This bit here with a square slides across this. And then this piece sits up here. Alright. I have had all sorts of fun putting these together. So what I've done is, I think this goes here. And then across the oh no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. It's there. And then that locks in the piece on the bottom, and then the posts go through like that. You know what? right. Okay, so it looks like. Oh. Is that in? It is sort of in. There we go. I can see it. Can I thread it out? Jeez. I wonder if this wouldn't be better with a bunch of really heavy tape on the back to hold this pin in place. This kind of hurts the thumbs. All right. Let's see if we can push that in to get a little bit better. There we go. Well, that was fun. Yeah. Does not look like that's fitting in all the way. Yeah, I guess it is. All right. So where do we use our pin? There, it's still there. Okay. It's break time. I had to have this remade because I damaged the bolt there. once I get this out, you're kidding. All right, let's just swing this out. And it would be out of the way. All right, there we go. And look at that. All right, clearly I got a little bit of refinement to do on the other side. Good thing these things don't strip too easily. Wait a minute, that's me being sarcastic again. All right, back to this side. As I was explaining, this, as you can see, as you pull the parking brake, it moves that. These are in there, and I assume they're going to work. So this is just the parking brake and keeps the brakes where they need to be as far as the pressure on the drum. And I forgot something. One more opportunity to restrip something. That's exciting.